Hoot, 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 hoot. Welcome back, all y'alls. It's Athi. I missed you guys. I'm back. I've been gone for so long. I haven't seen you guys in so long. Oh my god. How have you all been? My goodness gracious, I'm so sorry I left you guys all alone. Did you miss me? Because I missed you guys so much. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to abandon you guys for like 2 weeks. Well, actually 3 weeks at this point, but I didn't mean to. I was just AFK, that's why. You miss me? I'll miss you guys even more. I've been meaning to stream as soon as I got back, but then I was busy with running a lot of errands, and then I had to unpack, and then I had a triple shift waiting for me as soon as I got back from vacation, so things were a little hectic when I got back. I had to do a lot of cleaning as well, because, you know, the spring season's about to come. We have to do some spring cleaning and all that. Yeah, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to in this past week? Did you guys have a good day today? How was work? How was school? Yeah. I know, right into the triple. It wasn't that bad. It was okay. Thank you, Clearski, for the gifted members, and welcome first name, last name to the Clinic Owls. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for ya. Let's go. You're working on something? I'm always so excited to see what my lovely pals are working on. Thank you for all of the lovely art while I was gone, and thank you for keeping everything spick and span, especially my Clinic Owl members. Thank you for keeping the clinic clean, as always. Yes? You're doing all right so far. I'm glad. For those of you who celebrate the Lunar New Year, happy Lunar New Year. Also, or happy Chinese New Year for those of you who celebrate the Chinese New Year. Did you guys do any of the celebrations? I know that there are a lot of festivities happening all around because of the Chinese New Year, and it's really cool. Yeah. But today I'm excited because I'm finally going to be chatting to you guys about my vacation to France. If you guys didn't already know, I took a ski trip to France not last week at this point, like 2 weeks ago. I came back last Saturday evening, and I was in France for exactly 7 days. Oh my gosh, already starting out the stream with my obligatory sneezies. Thank you, squeeze knees. And thank you, Daniel Martinez, for being a Clinic Owl for 5 whole months. Oh my gosh, it's almost been 6 months since I re-debuted. I can't believe it. Time goes by so fast. I don't want it to go by so fast. I want to spend forever with y'all. Happy Lunar New Year, Athi. I hope that your back to normality went well. I'm happy that you had fun. For more hooting travel in the future. Thank you. I'm planning so many more trips in the future. Trust me. I already have like a trip coming up, I think. I haven't booked it, but I already have another vacation planned, and hopefully I can go somewhere big. But thank you so much, Millie, for being a Clinic Owl for 5 months as well. 5 months, I know. Hoot. Don't you forgot? That's okay. I also forgot. It feels like an eternity for you guys. 5 months doesn't feel like anything at all. No. Time goes by so fast. Anyways, I have a lot of fun pictures to show you guys. It's mostly just a lot of snow pictures. So you're gonna see a lot of white white mountains, white slopes, all that sort of stuff. Sven! Thank you for gifting 5 members! And welcome all of the lovely Clinic Owls. Rune, Marafulf, Silvery, Kimoy, and Orion. Welcome to the Clinic Owls. Thank you. Oh, Sven, what a chat. Look at you. More members in the Clinic Owls. Yeah. So many more new friends. All the friendos are gonna get busy. So the ski trip, people always ask me when you come back for a vacation, people ask, how was your trip? And I told everybody at work, I was like, I mean, it was vacation, but it was exhausting. It was one of the most exhausting vacations and most strenuous vacations I've ever been on because we were skiing literally every single day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Basically, as long as the slopes were open, as long as the gondolas were open, we were on the slopes. And my legs are not conditioned for ski conditions. Also, wow, my legs are not conditioned for ski conditions. That's so funny. It's the same word in a different context. And also, I had not skied in over 15 years. No. Was it 15 years? Almost 15 years. I haven't skied since I was literally a child. Okay. And the last time I went on a ski trip was about 2 years ago, and I actually went snowboarding, and I injured myself really badly. Do you guys remember that time? I actually streamed 2 years ago from our little cabin, and I remember I got really drunk. Actually, I didn't stream. I did a watch long. We watched what did we watch? The Great Mouse Detective, and I had like this pot of sangria or whatever, and I got really wasted that night. Remember that time? Yes, we had a watch along on Discord. Damn. So that was the last time I actually had gone on a ski trip, and I had hurt my arm really badly. Did I tell you guys I sprained my arm, right? I sprained my wrist. Yeah. Oh, what a fun time that was. Yeah. So I'm a little bit traumatized from that experience, and so I was really scared about returning to skiing after so long. So we decided, me and another one of my friends decided to invest in a ski lesson, a full day worth of ski lessons on the first day that we were there. And you know, it proved very helpful because I needed that ski lesson so badly. As much as I believe in my own physical kind of ability and my physical prowess, I was not really sure what the proper technique for skiing was in terms of trying to get to a more advanced level, because the situation was that I went on the ski trip with 5 other people, so it was 6 of us in total. And the place that we went to in France was called Val Thorens, which is an area in the French Alps. And Val Thorens is one of the valleys out of multiple valleys in this massive ski area. It is actually the largest interconnected ski area in the world. There are hundreds and hundreds of gondolas that connect multiple mountains and valleys. So you could literally ski from one town to the other just by using kind of like the ski lifts. And the pass that we got is called the Tres Valleys because there are literally 3 valleys that you can ski in between. Actually 4 if you go to the other side. And so every day we went to a different town into a different valley, and to ski from one side to the other actually takes a couple hours. So that's what we did. We were basically village hopping, and the majority of the slopes are connected on blues. So I had to get to a level where I was comfortable skiing down blue slopes. Now, blue slopes can be anywhere between like an easy, almost like a green run, low-key flat, or almost low-key a red with all these moguls, and it was scary. Like I had panic attacks almost every single morning because I thought I was gonna die. But I'll get to that a little bit later. In the end, I think I got so much better in skiing. I was very comfortable going down blue slopes, and I think I could have tried a red slope at the very end. But as someone who has basically started skiing from scratch, I feel like I'm very proud of myself. The problem was, for the majority of the days that I was there skiing, I think my ski boots were too loose, or they had started to like loosen up really badly, to the point that my ski ability was being hindered, and it was actually very unsafe for me. And because if your ski boots are not tight enough on you, it actually is more tiring because you have to use more of like your muscles to kind of combat the wiggliness inside your feet, inside your boot, I mean. So on the very last day, I finally got a narrower ski boot. And oh my god, I should have gotten a narrow ski boot from the beginning because it was so much easier to ski down the blue slopes, and I didn't feel like I was dying half the time. So anyways, that I learned my lesson that having a very, very tight ski boot is very important. I didn't know that because I didn't know how a ski boot was supposed to feel, right? It was kind of trial and error for me. Luckily, I didn't get injured, so. Anywho, very exciting ski trip it was. Let's get to the picture so I can explain the story, and then I have a little bit of hand cam. We'll take a break like halfway through, or if I get through all of the pictures really quickly, I'll have a little bit of a hand cam because I have 2 souvenirs that I do want to show you guys. I have them right here, some candies and this cute little box of something. So I want to show you guys there. Yeah. I was very sore and very bruised up on the first like 2 days. My shins were so bruised. Like you could literally see how black they've become because of the bruising. And I was so sore every single day because of my poor technique. But as my ski instructor told me, the best way to ski is to just remember to keep leaning forward, especially when you're turning. To not sit back like you're in a chair, but to lean forward and be as straight as you can. Yeah. So that was my bad habit, is that like going down really steep slopes, you always want to like lean back, but you have to kind of lean forward. And here's a funny story. Basically, I was worried that I was gonna be really slow and held everyone back. But in the end, I ended up being the fastest one out of everybody. But you know why? I ended up kind of like completing all of the slopes before everybody and kind of waiting for everybody at different stop points first. Because at some point, my body was just so tired and I wanted to get home as soon as possible that I just let God take over and I let fate take over. And I was like, I don't care if I fall over. I don't care. I'm literally just gonna go so super fast right now and just let the wind, let the mountains take me, let gravity take me, and see where this goes. If I die, I die. If I twist my ankle, if I break my bone, I die. I just want to get the F out of here. I want to get down these slopes like right now. So I was just running on pure adrenaline, using up every single ounce of energy that I had. I was like, it's better for me to go down faster because you're using less energy. If you think about that, if you get down the slope faster, you're technically burning less energy because you're not stuck up there for longer, right? So that was my strategy, is just go faster down the slope so I could get out of there. And it worked. I was actually looking super cool at some point. Yeah. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel moment. I was fuming because I was too tired to brake. Yes. We're back. Okay. Oh no, we got disconnected for a second. Sorry. I said no pizzas and no French fries. No pizzas, no French fries. Just straight owls. And maybe I used my wings a little bit to help me fly. But I just was praying. I was like, please, just let me survive the day. Let me survive the day and everything will be all right. It was like kind of icy the first few days just because it hadn't snowed in a while. And I, for the first time, have come to discover why people hate moguls so much. Because there were some places, especially the end of the day, okay? End of the day, and I'm sure of you guys who ski or snowboard a lot, the end of the day, there are always the slopes, especially towards the end near where the exits are. There are always so many freaking moguls, which are like these little lumps in the snow that are created because of mainly, no offense to snowboarders, the snowboarders that carve into the snow and create these little bumps, which are an absolute pain in the ass for anybody, okay? Because imagine trying to like ski down a bunch of like little mounds, all right? You have to like find the best way to kind of turn, but if you accidentally turn into one, your skis will get stuck in it and you can slip and then you lose your balance, and it's just, I hate them. I hate them so much. Those pesky snowboarders, no! You only thought it was a problem on your end? No, it's a problem on everyone's end. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. It's not just you, it's me. Let us get to the pictures. Let me turn off my BGM because I do have some. Actually, no, let's keep the BGM on. Maybe I'll just turn it down a little bit. Because there is a little bit of sound for them, but I don't know if the sound will show up. Oh no, okay, the sound's not gonna show up. Okay, fine, that's fine. You could just see the videos. So let me move over a little bit here. I hope that this box will be big enough. Maybe I can make it a tad bigger so you guys can enjoy the better picture quality. Okay, here we go. What are Hoots and why are they alive? Because they're hootiful. Okay. This is the first video I took on our way up to the Alps. We flew in to Lyon Airport, and then we drove. We rented a van because there were 6 of us. We rented a massive van and drove about 3.5, 4 hours from the airport to Val Thorens. So as you can see here, I was videoing kind of like the start of where you can see the Alps. Then you can see the mountains kind of peeking out. And here's kind of like the start of where the Alps start to form because of like you can see like the little snowy snow patches as we were driving up. Here is a random, I don't know why this picture was here, but this is a picture that I posted on Twitter of one of the ski lifts, the gondolas. And as you can see, oh my gosh, so much white, just pure white everywhere. And this is the village. This is not the exact hotel that we stayed in, but this is kind of what the lodges look like in the village. And this was, why is there already an owl here? When we went to the store, I found this owl backpack and I thought it was really cute. I really wanted to get it, but I didn't have space in my luggage to bring it home. I couldn't buy a lot of stuff because I didn't bring a lot of stuff. I didn't have a lot of space in my luggage to begin with because most of it was filled with my ski equipment. So yeah, but it was really cute. So then I didn't take many pictures on the first day. This was all on the first day. I was having my ski lesson this day, so I didn't really take that many pictures. But we did go to the grocery store, and there's like a little mall as well. So this is where I saw the little owl. Yeah. And then we had dinner, and this is what we had on our first night. As you can see, we had these potatoes are for the raclette. Actually, this is not from the first night. This is from the second night. This dish over here with the potatoes is a local specialty. It's called tartiflette, and it's essentially just baked potato. It's like a gratin, but it has potatoes, their local cheese, and some local meats, hams and salamis and stuff. And it's just baked in this this little dish, and it tastes absolutely amazing. Yes. We also had some salads. We had these meats that were supposed to go with the raclette. Very nice. Hello, Makilu! Oh, I don't even know what that is, but just a picture of some glasses, I guess. Oh, here's the picture of the raclette. This device over here is a raclette device. It heats on both sides of the cheese and it kind of just like melts onto the side. And then you can put the cheese on top of these potatoes that are baked and then on top of these meats as well. French water! Oot! Yes! And here's a video of me scraping a raclette. As you can see, I didn't wait long enough for the cheese to melt more. So I didn't get that good of a cheese scrape from that video. And then I think these videos start from like the second day. So this is a view from the top. I also have the nails that I had during the ski trip that I tried to take in contrast with the snow. And you know, I posted this on social media, and then my little sister messages me and she goes, "Oh my god, your cuticles are so dry. Put some lotion or cuticle oil or something. They look gross." The first thing she says to me when she sees that picture is like, "Ew, your cuticles are so dry." And I was like, I can't help it, okay? I'm literally in like freezing cold weather right now. It's always dry. I don't have my hand cream with me. I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm taking this picture down. You're making fun of my dry ass cuticles. Damn it. Why are you judging me? Don't judge me like that, man. It's so mean. Here, so along the slopes, there are all these like little restaurants and bars that you can kind of stop by. So it was really good because we had plenty of opportunity to take breaks, which we needed very, very much. So every time we went to one of these places, we did actually end up getting like some hot chocolates. So here's the first hot chocolate I had. I actually did not have a hot chocolate on the first day, but I had one on the second day. So this is my second day hot chocolate. Yeah. Hello, konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! This one was really nice. All of the hot chocolates, they include the option to have chantilly on it. That's the French word for whipped cream, is chantilly. I really like that, chantilly. Or chantilly, if you want to say it more in Americanized way. So we skied to the next town over, which was called Maribel. And so here's a beautiful sign that says, "Love Maribel." A very popular town. Which chocolate was your favorite, by the way? I liked the last one. The taste of the last hot chocolate we had on our final day was the best because we actually did go to a proper like chocolatier, like a chocolate store. But all of the past hot chocolates that we had were just from like regular restaurants. So obviously, I think their hot chocolates were mostly like powdered or not really like, you know, artisanal. So the last day we had artisanal hot chocolate. And it was like the least sweet out of all of them, but the strongest chocolate flavor and the richest chocolate flavor. So loved the last one. Yeah, it was from a local chocolate store. Here's another video of the slopes. Wow. Reliving. Here's another video of us on the ski lifts. The ski lifts, they go really, really far, guys. Some of the ski lifts that we went on, I swear, we were on them for almost maybe like 15 minutes? Like 15, 20 minutes. Some of them are really, really long. Yeah. Because they were bringing you all the way up to the peak of the mountains, and then you're skiing all the way down. Did you ever try snowboarding? No, I didn't even try because I had to keep up with my friends, and I didn't want to slow them down. So I'm actually glad that I did go skiing because there were a lot of places where there was an elevation, and it was difficult for the snowboarders to get up that elevation unless they took off their snowboards or they started hopping. So it's good to have the ski poles in those situations. Yeah, and what I loved about the slopes as well is that there were a lot of these little fun parks where you could go through them, and there were like obstacle courses. So you could go under tunnels or you could hit things with your ski poles. There was like a gong, there were like wind chimes. There was one where you could kind of like explore in the woods, and it was like really cute. There were little cartoon characters sprawling all around, and you'd play like a little hide and seek. That was really fun, like the little ski parks that were all around. It's like designed for kids, obviously, and also to train their ski technique, but I'm sure the adults have just as much fun going through those little obstacle courses, and I love that as well. Yeah, but next time I'll definitely try snowboarding because it didn't seem that difficult, and the snow was soft enough that if you fell over in it, it didn't really hurt that much. Yeah. So this was something we ate on the third night. This is a tagliatelle, I think, or something like that, with smoked salmon. It was really good, although it did give me a lot of gas that night. I had a little bit of indigestion from this. This is an apple confit. It looks kind of like sus. It looks kind of sus from this picture, but I kid you not, it tasted amazing. Okay, it's just like a baked apple with some ice cream on the side. And this is a lemon tart. My friends really love lemon tart, so we ordered a lemon tart almost every night at a different restaurant, which is so funny. The French and their lemon tarts, they're always so good. Here's a lovely picture of the Alps again. Another area of it. I took this really cool picture of Mont Blanc. There was a little observatory that we reached, and in that area, there's like a viewing point, and they had a multiple of these little picture panorama things that you could use to take pictures of the mountains in the distance. And Mont Blanc, actually, fun fact, is the tallest mountain in the Alps. So it's cool because you can line it up with the little arrows and it shows you the peak of where the tallest point of the Alps is. Yeah. And obviously Mont Blanc is also pretty famous because the name, right? Like the dessert, people always think about the dessert, the Mont Blanc dessert, and also maybe the designer brand as well. Yeah, it's so cool, right? It's so pretty. Here's another picture of the slopes. So vast. This is the one thing that really just blew my mind was just how vast these mountains were. It just seemed like they were endless. Endless views of snowy white peaks. And which makes sense because it is the Alps, so they span for, multiple countries. But it's just so wide and so open, and it just feels so amazing to be in that like cool, crisp air. The air was so fresh and so clean. My skin had never been more happy. Some more videos of the vast glade. Look at all those skiers down there. They're so cute. That is Mont Blanc. I zoomed in, by the way, to Mont Blanc. I was trying to show you guys what the tallest peak looked like. Hello, Happy the Chinchilla! Welcome, welcome. Also, I love your profile picture. Curious George is so cute. Another beautiful video from the observatory. Oh, see, they have those little like stands. More white mountains, as you can see. You'll see a trend with all these pictures is that you're gonna see a lot of white mountains. More white mountains. More white mountains. So many goddamn white. Oh, I already showed you this one. This was the place where I took the pictures from. So you can see there are some huts on the peaks. It's really cute. I know, Mont Blanc literally means a white mountain, so it's kind of not really accurate because, I mean, Mont Blanc, it is accurate, but at the same time, shouldn't every single mountain be called Mont Blanc? Because it literally just means white mountain. So why is it only that one mountain called Mont Blanc? Just because it's the tallest mountain? But in that case, shouldn't it be called tall mountain? Or tallest mountain in French? I don't even know how to say tall in French. Mount Tall. Mauna Kea in Hawaii also means white mountain. Oh, people are obsessed with naming their mountains White Mountain. Well, it's a bit redundant because there are a million white mountains. So if you're telling people, go to White Mountain, go to Mont Blanc, you turn around and you're like, what do you mean? Everything's Mont Blanc. Confusing, right? Especially if you're trying to give direction. Imagine in the past if all you had to go with were the names and you had no Google Maps or nothing like that, and you were trying to ask someone, how do I get to Mont Blanc? And you're standing there in the middle of the Alps and they're like, which Mont Blanc? Which one? You mean all of them? Right? Because it's white during summer because it's the tallest. Oh, is it true though? I'm sure some of the parts of the mountains are also white. Maybe that's right. Maybe you're right, Kleeski. You're right. No, that might be right. Oh, here we have a little There's a little, I forgot the name of the animal. It's a type of ram, but it's not, they have like a special name for it. The ones that live in the mountains, in the snow. And this was carved out of wood and it was like sitting here on the edge. And it was a great photo opportunity. I found it so cute. Aha! Here we go! My day 3 hot chocolate, which is the most luxurious one out of all of them. This one had lots and lots of marshmallows on it. Very, very good. I love it when they just smack it full of marshmallows. So good. And then, after the hot chocolates, we finished day 3 by going to La Folie Douce. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of La Folie Douce, but it is the OG après-ski, all right? And when you hear the term après-ski, it means that you're partying. Après-ski means to party. And the crazy fact about après-ski is that you're literally clubbing on the mountain. So the only way to get there is if you ski there. And the only way to get back from there is to ski back. All right. So we tried our very best to kind of like get to La Folie Douce before the slopes, before the gondolas closed. I think the ski lifts closed around 4:30, so we managed to like catch it right before it closed. So once you catch the gondola up to La Folie Douce, you're fine from like 4:30 onwards. But I think the place closes at 5. So people were partying at La Folie Douce. They start après-ski anywhere between like noon and like 2 p.m. But 2 p.m. is when they stop serving hard liquor. So before 2 p.m., you can order as many shots as you want, but after that, you can only order beers. And there's a reason why, because you have to ski back. So there are a lot of people who after après-ski, here, I'll play the video. Who after après-ski will be very, very intoxicated to the point that it inhibits their skiing ability. And so we stayed at La Folie Douce until it closed. So everybody started skiing down the hill at the same time. And it was the most terrifying experience of my entire life. I felt like I was like, imagine like you're driving in a car, but everyone around you is a drunk driver. Now that is how I felt skiing down this hill. Everyone around me was a drunk skier or snowboarder. And some people were so drunk to the point that they just straight up gave up. And I think they just took off their skis and they just like slid down the hill on their butt. I saw one girl take her snowboard and sit on it and just slide down the hill on her snowboard like a sled. Because she couldn't even stand up. Toboggan time, I know. Some people just like straight up gave up. And then as you're going down, you just see a bunch of people wipe out. And the issue too was that because it was really late and the slopes were already very rough, it was mostly ice and moguls. So it made it even harder for people who were drunk to go down the slope because there was barely any snow left and they were all moguls. So it was difficult enough for me. I hated going down, and it wasn't even that far to get to the bottom, but it felt like a million years to get down that slope because of how difficult it was and how many people were zooming past me, and I was just trying to avoid as many people as I could. It was very, very, very busy, but it was cool to kind of see that culture. Yeah. So this is kind of the party vibe right here. You can't really hear the music, but this is me videoing. You can see that people are like standing on the tables. They have smoke machines. They had bubble machines. They had a straight up DJ like up on the top with an MC. Oh, I saw people dressed up. There was a Shrek and a Gru. Literally, wait, go back. There was a Shrek, an actual Shrek and a Gru dressed up at this party, guys. It was amazing. It's the best thing I'd ever seen. It was so good. Where are the minions at? I don't know, but there were some people dressed up as snow cones as well. Wait, let me see if I can try and open another video for you guys. How do I pause this? Okay, let me do another window capture. Let's do the VLC. Okay, so here's another one. Taken from my friend's perspective. So as you can see, there's like a DJ. Oh wait, what? Why is it not showing? Oh no! Does VLC not actually... Oh no! Can you not capture VLC? Wait, that's so weird. Usually you can see the video. Maybe there's a piracy rule now? That's so strange. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Open. Open with media player. Wait, let me turn off the sound. It's so loud. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Media player. Aha, here we go. Just ignore the fact that it's literally on a media player right now, but so like there's a guy in a saxophone. I didn't even notice. But they're up there on the balcony. And there's like the MC, and then people are just partying it up all around. And you see the slopes in the background and the ski lifts right above us. People are standing on top of the tables and on the chairs. And they're partying it up. Yeah. That is what Après-ski is. Look, they got the bubble machines and everything. So cool, right? Getting lit and crunk, as the young kids say. Right. So it's pretty cool. I got to try some European beers, and oh my god, guys, beers from Europe are so good. It doesn't even taste like beer, which shocked me because I've tried like a couple of beers here from the States. I've tried Asian beers, I've tried American beers, like the typical brands. Or I've tried like a bunch of the very famous name brand ones, like Heineken. I've tried San Miguel. I've tried Tsingtao. But the European beers are so light. Like you can't even taste the wheaty maltiness of the beer. It just tastes like a wheat soda. It's so sweet too. Yeah, it's not hoppy. Yes, it just tastes like a wheat soda to me, like a very light wheat soda. Belgian beers, that's what they are. They're so good. So good. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. All right, so we got lit and crunk. But no hard liquor after 2, children, because we don't want you getting concussions. Oh, but the coolest part, though, was seeing the emergency ski people. They essentially, it's so the emergency medical, like the ski patrol people, when someone gets injured on the slope, there's 2 ways that they can like evacuate them. Either through a snowmobile, if they're in more like remote areas or like more steeper areas. Oh no, if they're in more like further areas but not as steep, they can use the snowmobile. Or if they're like a super steep slope, I actually have seen like an actual person just tie the injured patient on their back like a sled. So the injured person is in a sled, right? They're all wrapped up like a little burrito and put on top of the sled. And then the snow patrol person literally just drags that sled behind them down the mountain. I'm like, oh my god. So they're literally just skiing down with a person behind them. They're like, wee woo, move out of the way, injured person coming through. or they have the snowmobile. And it's really cool because in this resort, or in one of the resorts in that area, you can actually do what is called a snow patrol experience. So they have a little kind of like area where kids, adults, whoever, I guess it's mostly geared towards kids, can pretend that they're rescuing someone from the ski slopes. Almost like a kind of like a experience a work day kind of situation. And so there are all these like tiny little snowmobiles and these little sleds where they put dummies, and the kids can pretend that they're rescuing someone from the slopes, and they can ride these little snowmobiles. There's also like a mini helicopter that they can sit inside, and I think it's like a helicopter simulator, so they could go in and they could pretend like being an evacuation helicopter. I thought that was so cool, and I really wanted to try. There were all these like fun little activities that you could do on the slopes, not just skiing and snowboarding. There was like that snow patrol experience. You could rent snowmobiles. At night, I think they had like a snow car experience where you could just drive in on the slopes. They were completely deserted at night. There were a bunch of sledding experiences. Some of them you could go through tunnels. Some of them you would literally go sleighing in the woods. So it's just like, I wish I could have had time to experience them, but obviously we were so preoccupied with like skiing every day. Next time I go there, I'm definitely gonna try the non-skiing activities. Yeah. Thanks so much, Kate, the Foxtrot Vega Click Out for 5 whole months. Hello. I'm so glad to see you as well. I'm glad I'm back as well. Yeah. Happy to see you. Now that's how learning should be. Exactly. Bring your kids to actually, for real, try the experience in real life, you know? In the actual place that you would do it too. Thought it was cool. I wanted to try it, even though I think it was meant for kids. I'm pretty sure it's also meant for adults. Going up in a snowmobile in the French Alps sounds absolutely awesome. It is. So it seems really fun. You can go anywhere, and there's like animals that you might find some like wild animals and stuff like that. Yeah. So while we were there, there's also a local farmers market that we were so lucky to catch. So in this local farmers market, oh my gosh, you should have seen all of the salami, all of the cheese, all of the charcuterie ingredients, honeys from local farms. Like these were olives. And then this was like an array of goat's cheese. This whole stand was just for goat's cheese. I didn't even know that there were multiple types of goat's cheese. Like, what the heck? It looks so good. And everything was so damn cheap. Everything was so cheap, guys. €8 for this giant wheel? Oh my gosh. By the way, the euro and the dollar were equivalent when we were there. I don't know if it's still now, but the euro is currently really weak, and the euro and the US dollar are basically equivalent. So if you see €8, it's basically $8. All right. The only problem is you can't bring most of these things back to the States. They're very strict. Cheeses, they're a little more lenient. They're okay with hard cheeses if you check them in. Soft cheeses, maybe not so much. Meats, definitely not. You cannot bring back meats of any kind. And my friends had to learn the hard way because they both brought back salami from France, and both of them got confiscated. One of them got confiscated when they got back home in the US, and another one got confiscated in Canada when we were flying through Montreal. So the US and Canada are very strict about those meats. And my friend who landed in the US, she actually got her salami confiscated because the dog sniffed it out. So she didn't even declare anything or nothing like that. She was about to leave, but the dogs caught her. Okay? The dogs sniffed that salami in her bag. And because she was like global citizens or whatever, she has like the global entry thing, they let her off with a warning. And they also let my other friend off with a warning. Usually, well, not usually, but if you're lucky, most of the time, if they do catch you, they will let you off with a warning. But a lot of the times, if they do catch you with stuff like that and you don't declare it, they will fine you pretty bad. So they were both very lucky that they didn't have to pay a bunch. Yeah. I didn't bring anything home, no. I didn't want to risk it, Milky, because as my friends have proven that bringing these kind of products back to the States is there's a high chance that you're going to get them confiscated. Yeah. Right, customs are very, very strict. I think in the past it was a lot easier because when I lived in Italy, I was able to bring back cheeses and meats from Italy. But I think there are only certain countries that they restrict. I know France is definitely one of the countries they restrict. Certain countries in Europe, they definitely do restrict, but I know that they don't restrict in like Switzerland. So as long as you can prove that you bought something in like a certain country that is not restricted, I think that you'll be fine. Like if you buy meats from Switzerland, I think you'll be fine. I lived in Italy for a year while I was in college. Yes. So when I went home, I brought like Parmesan cheese and Parma ham and all that sort of stuff. Although that sort of thing, I think Parmesan cheese and Parma ham are not like restricted. So that's why I was able to bring them back. But when I went to Paris and I tried to bring Camembert back to Italy, they threw that out. And I was really sad. Because it's a soft cheese, so it counts as a liquid, so you can't carry it on. You have to check it in. But we were flying budget airlines at the time, so we couldn't. Yeah. Camembert is one of my favorite soft cheeses. Well, there's so many cheeses that I've never seen and never tried before in my entire life, or even heard of. So while I was in France, like all of these, like reblochon, raclette, everybody knows the raclette, right? Morbier. There's so many different types of raclette cheeses up here. So the fromages, but here's the meats. Like all these salamis and like pork and stuff like that, pork chops. Just so many different ways to cure and season them. And it was so good because they obviously had tastings, so you could just like try the samples and you would be full. If you went down the entire market and you just ate up one each of the samples, you would be full. That would be your dinner. That's your dinner for the night. Costco samples could never compare. Hi TJ, welcome. You didn't miss much. I'm just going through my pictures. We got a lot more. And they even had like a little candy store. I just thought that these strawberry candies look so good. I was so tempted to buy it. But I was like, no, I already ate so many cheese and sugar and calories and I have to save my appetite for dinner. I really wanted to get this. Yeah. What do you mean speaking from experience? Oh, I did buy these though. These are nougats, but like artisanal nougats. So you can see there's like a speculoos one here. There's almonds and pistachios. So good. How's your voice after being sick from last stream? A little better, actually. I don't feel as sick anymore. So yeah. Quick question, how was your stop in Montreal? I mean, we were just at the Charles de Gaulle airport, so it was nothing too crazy because I was at the airport the entire time during my layover. And it was only like an hour or two layover, so I really was just sitting and watching TV shows and stuff. Yeah, but next time I want to take a proper trip to Montreal and actually experience the culture there, not just get stuck at the airport. Yeah. Oh, about the samples? Oh yeah, I love my Costco samples. Although I haven't been to Costco in quite a while yet. I haven't been to Costco, oh my god, in months. I need to make a Costco trip soon. Although they don't really give out samples that often anymore. I think maybe only one or two of the products will have actual sampling. Yeah, last time I went to Costco, I think there was only like there weren't even any people doing samples. But there have been times where it was just like one or two. samples vendors at Costco. Just like so disappointing because I want to try everything. So we bought a little baggie of nougats to bring home. And then we went to a steakhouse and it was so good. We got this filet, I think it's kind of like a filet mignon situation here with a foie gras on top. Okay, yo, guys, I'm not even kidding. The foie gras is on a whole nother level in France. Of course, you invented it. But I never thought I would actually like foie gras because it freaks me out a little bit. And the foie gras I've had in the past, I never really enjoyed. But oh my God, in France, it doesn't even taste like you're eating a liver. It just tastes like a very umami pate. It's almost just like a, not like truffle, but it's just so savory and so good. And it doesn't even taste like gamey or livery or anything like that. It just tastes like butter. That's what it is. It just tastes like a very well-seasoned pat of butter. That's what it is. We're eating so good. Oh, here's another picture. It was just really bad with the flash. And then this was I forgot what it was called. Don't quote me on the names of any of these dishes, but this was the most expensive meat dish on their menu. And it's for 2 people. It's like a serving for 2 people. And these meats they get at like the local markets every day. And oh my God, it looked so delicious. And then they gave us like unlimited French fries at this restaurant that we went to. It was just like bottomless frites, cleats, or whatever they say it in French. So good, but we were so full. Food coma every day when I was at this trip, guys. Okay, next day, we were on the slopes and I found this cute little doggy. He sat right in front of me and was waiting for his owner. And he was such a good boy. And he just like wasn't bothered by anybody who came by to come and pet him. He didn't get up, he didn't move, he was just sitting there like a good boy. Frites illimités? Dream restaurant. I know, right? They might as well have given us bottomless fries because we didn't even finish them. So here's a video of the village that I stayed in, Val Thorens, from afar. Look how small it is compared to like all of the mountains, but essentially this is the little enclave of Val Thorens from afar. Yeah, one of the small villages. It's a valley. As you can see, like this is a little valley right here, and that's where the little town is. And then all the other towns are like, you can't even see them. You have to go past the mountains to go to the other towns. Yeah. More videos of the mountain, so beautiful. I already showed this one. Well, oh, and here's a video of me and my friends dead on day 4. This is our day 4. We're so tired. We can't do this anymore. Picture, that's me in the back. But at this point, our legs were so fried and my shins were so bruised that we called it early and we went to the spa for the rest of the day. So I think we ended our day at around like 2 or 3-ish. We got back to the hotel and then walked to a spa, day spa, and it had like a bunch of saunas, it had a hot tub, it had a pool. So what we really wanted to experience were the saunas because we wanted to kind of recover our muscle soreness. So my friend taught me how to utilize the saunas and the cold plunge to the most effect, which is essentially you're in the sauna for like a few minutes, at least 7 minutes. And then after you use the sauna, you have to go into the cold plunge and you have to stay there for at least 2 minutes. And then you basically alternate hot and cold as many times as you can. And that's supposed to really help with like recovery. And there's also a steam room at one point. We went there. So we really needed that spa day because all of us were dead. Are they my work friends or streamer friends? They're neither my work friends or my streamer friends. Actually, only one of them is, one of them is my really, really good and super long time friend from college. She was my RA when I was a freshman in Italy. And the other people are friends of her friends that ended up becoming her friends and then my friends. And I met them through other social events. So like my really, really close college friend, she always invites me to like her parties and stuff. And she works in like corporate, all right? So she works in tech and corporate and stuff like that. So I get to meet all these other tech and corporate and normie people jobs. I'm not saying like normie people is like a bad thing, but I'm saying non-healthcare related jobs. So one of them is an engineer, one of them is an investment banker. Like they all make pretty big bucks. Like one of them works at Wall Street. The other one, even though she's only in her early 30s, is literally retired because that's actually her and her husband. And her husband works in Wall Street and she's retired because she just survives on her husband, basically. But the other person who came, the one who organized the trip, he is a software engineer who basically makes his own hours, head of the company, like top of the company, basically. He organized this whole ski trip, and actually after we left France, he flew to Austria to ski for another 2 weeks with his dad because he doesn't really have to work because he makes his own hours and he finishes his work so fast that he can basically have like unlimited vacation. And all of his work is remote as well. So he's a software engineer. And then my really, really good friend, she's a data analyst. And then the other person that I met, there's only one person in this trip that I'd never met in person. And she is her friend from college because they're Canadian actually. Her friend from college, and she is the head of investment banking at like, I think she works at like TD Bank. So she has like a really high position in an investment bank. So she actually, funny story, and I have to tell you later when I show you the pictures, she ended up buying a Chanel bag while we were there. So yeah, it was really nice to like watch her buy a Chanel bag. Yeah, no, all my friends are very rich. This is the only reason why we were like able to afford to come to this kind of place, and nobody was kind of stingy. Me too. Like I'm not very when I'm on vacation, like I don't want to be the person who'd be like, oh, it's too expensive to go to this place, or oh, it's too expensive to go to this place. So I always budget appropriately and I always save up appropriately because I know that things can get very, very expensive. But when you're traveling with a group of 6 people, it's like a lot cheaper. And I'm glad that everybody was like actually okay with the prices that we had to pay while we were there, because most of them are actually earning quite a lot of money, so I don't really have to complain. Yes, le bank is a TD. Yes, Amika. No, my friends make like double what I make, guys. And they're in their 30s, okay? They're in their early 30s and they're very successful. I am very inspired by a lot of them. In fact, most of them are the ones who give me financial advice. So you need to find some friends who are like, investment bankers and things like that. So they can give you advice on what stock options to kind of put your money in. So yes. So the one who's in this colorful tie-dye and her husband, since they grew up in Canada, they had to learn French in school. So she is so funny. She was so good in trying to like communicate, especially like just ordering food and stuff is like very basic stuff. And a lot of people are like very impressed by her French. But there were some moments where some people just couldn't understand her French. So they were like, please speak in English. But nobody there was super rude. Like when she spoke French to them, none of them were like telling her to stop speaking French or telling her French was bad. Because I know that a lot of my friends who have been to France and have tried to practice their French there usually get the opposite reaction, where the French people are kind of rude and stingy and are going to be like, you know, like, please don't speak French. If your French is not close to perfect, they will not try to speak back to you in French. But here, people were speaking to us in French. And do you know why? It's because I think most of the people who work at this resort are actually foreigners. Like our ski instructor is actually Italian. A lot of the waiters and waitresses that we noticed in the bars were probably foreigners as well, like from other European countries. So that's probably why they were a lot more open and that sort of stuff. Yeah. Here is a picture of a crepe on a slope. I got a Nutella crepe because you have to have a crepe while you're in France, so I'm glad I did. It's perfect. It got really cold though because we ate it outside, so still good. Cold crepe is still good. Yeah, there were a lot of British tourists. There was a lot of Italian, Spanish. Like I was just hearing German, Russian, everything. Like languages from all over the world. All over the world. Not like some Americans as well. Like I did hear a couple of people with American accents. Aha, here we go. Day 4 hot chocolate. Or was this day 5? Can't remember. But this was my next day of a hot chocolate. Just a very typical, regular cup of hot chocolate with chantilly on top. With beautiful slopes in the background. Here's another, this is a video of me skiing down this slope. Yes, I tried to hold a camera while skiing down like a moderately easy slope. This is a green slope, just because I didn't want to die. Don't follow my example, guys. It's very dangerous trying to ski down with holding an iPhone in your hand. So this is basically my view. Imagine just taking in this breathtaking view while skiing down. It's fantastic. It's nothing that I could ever describe. I could only show you in videos. How many chocolates did I have? Well, we needed it. That was like our only source of sugar for the day. We were so busy. All right, that's the video. And then another owl I found. Ooh, cute white one. I should have gotten this one actually, but there was actually a gray owl. I should have gotten the gray owl. Here's another owl I found in the store. Here's some owl mugs I found in the gift store. This is actually in the gift store at our hotel. So many cute owl things, including something I'm going to show you on my hand cam. Yeah. Ati said YOLO that day. Yeah. Well, it wasn't that hard to ski down that slope, and I was gaining a little more confidence at this point, so I felt a little more comfortable videoing. Have you ever thought about getting a GoPro for the next time you go skiing? I actually have a GoPro, but it's literally the first GoPro that was ever invented like 20 years ago. Not 20 years ago. Like 15 years ago. I have the first GoPro that was ever invented 15 years ago, so it's probably not as great of quality. But my friend did have a GoPro for his helmet, and he had the 360 stick, selfie stick thingy. So I'm just waiting for his videos to be uploaded because he has a lot of videos on that sort of thing. Yeah. I don't even know what that's called, a 360 view stick? Oh yeah, here's another piece of owl merchandise. I just had to take pictures of anything owl related while I was there. A little owl keychain. Honestly, I feel like I should have gotten this one because it's so cute and it's small enough I could have carried it. Oh, and I just had to take a picture of this Saint Bernard because I love Saint Bernards, especially after watching Beethoven. Oh my gosh, my favorite dog movie series. Air Bud is overrated, guys. Beethoven is where it's at. Okay, my favorite dog. Yeah, Floofy! Have you guys ever watched the Beethoven movies? It's my favorite. And he's also super musical, I think. I don't even know. Made me really appreciate St. Bernards because, you know, they're the ones that can save you during an avalanche. And it's just amazing how they're able to like use their sense of smell and yeah, just save humans. Such good boys. Have you guys ever watched Beethoven? You guys have never heard of the Beethoven dog movies? What? Unbelievable. This is something that you must have watched, or you must watch. If you liked Air Bud, you'd like Beethoven. I've watched like every dog movie or dog franchise, dog movie franchise under the sun. I watched so Air Bud, there's Beethoven, there's Winn-Dixie. Oh my gosh, the Winn-Dixie movies were so cute. Love that. It's been a while, but you've seen it. Yeah, when you were a kid. Made me really appreciate them. I actually really wanted to get a St. Bernard, but you have to live in super cold regions. I wish I could have seen a St. Bernard while I was there, but I think I'd have to go to Switzerland, actually. Yeah. Okay, so on the fourth night as well, on the 4th day when we were there. We were so sick of cheese and raclette, and we were like all gassy, and we decided to just take a massive break from all that. And there was like a sushi place, so we just ordered the largest sushi platter there was. Over 100 pieces of sushi we ordered for us 6 people. And we were so happy. I've never been more happy in my entire life to just eat rice. That's all we wanted. We just wanted rice. We didn't want cheese. We didn't want bread. We just wanted rice. Yes, our favorite French dish, le sushi. And it was so good, actually. I'm surprised. You would think that like sushi from France or even from like the French Alps and more specifically would not taste good, but it was good. And the thing is, it's because their fish is really fresh. Like you can look at the quality of this fish right here. Because it's so cold, they're able to keep it like really, preserve it like really well. And like their fish is really fresh. Like this salmon looks really fresh. This tuna looks really fresh. Yeah. It is a solid choice. Hi, Help Him, welcome. Do you like this sushi? Help Him, do you like sushi? These were really good. A lot of specialty rolls here. Yeah. It is seasoned rice, actually. It is rice with a little bit of soy sauce in it. Okay, the only problem, guys, is that they did not have wasabi. That was the only issue, and also the biggest issue that we had there was that they did not give us any wasabi. It was just all soy sauce. We were so sad because I love wasabi so much. So we just straight up ate that sushi without that wasabi. But I don't think foreigners like wasabi. That's why I think there's like a thing. Maybe the French people don't like horseradish, or I don't know. I know, right? Blasphemy. How could they not give us wasabi? Ugh. And damn French. The damn French. They messed it up. Too spicy. Or maybe like a different spicy. That's true. When we were there, you didn't encounter any spicy food. No spice tolerance. Not at all. I know. I'm so sad. Here's a picture of the view from our window, from our room, hotel room. So this is like the bunny slope area of Val Thorens. There's like this massive magic carpet, as you can see in the middle. And I caught this on my iPhone in the night mode, because if you looked out of this window without the phone, it's like completely pitch dark. But then when you take it with night mode on your phone, all of a sudden you can see everything. It's just like it's just like crazy. iPhone technology is crazy. All right, we're moving on. Day 5 hot chocolate. Second to last hot chocolate right here. We have this one. Would be my second favorite one, because look at how perfect that whipped cream is on there. Look at how perfectly formed it is, with a little bit of like a dusting of cocoa powder. And what I loved about this one too is that even though it looked like it only had one marshmallow on top of it, they actually did the proper thing, and they stuck the marshmallows under the whipped cream too, so that the marshmallows could melt. All right, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is the Flanders hot chocolate that y'all are talking about, because of how ooey and gooey and how layered everything is. It's so good. Right, the hidden marshmallows at the bottom was such a smart idea. It sounds like a skill issue. Right, our foreigners not good with, or Europeans not good with spice. Maybe specifically French people. I don't know. But isn't it so delicious? Yes. It was very cozy. We had to eat our snacks and drink our hot chocolate indoors, because that day that we were skiing on the 5th day was very, very cloudy and very foggy. It was snowing, and then it was also foggy to the point that the visibility was very low. So you couldn't really see a few feet in front of you, and it took a little longer for us to get down the slopes, because we were taking our time to make sure that we weren't skiing off the edge of like the cliff or something like that. And I'll show you some pictures of with the visibility. I think maybe there's some more pictures, but Let's see, in terms of like the visibility, yeah, I think next one will show you. So our plan was to actually go to a town called Courchevel. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that place before. It's quite famous actually, as being like a luxury ski resort. And in Courchevel, they have a bunch of name brands, like luxury brand stores, like Chanel, Bottega Veneta or whatever, Bottega something. They had Rolex store, they had Dior, they had like, what else did they have there? Like YSL, basically any like, Gucci, LV, all that sort of stuff. Any one of those stores that you can think of, they're there. Because this is where all the billionaires stay. This is where all the billionaires and the millionaires stay when they go skiing in the French Alps. And I think I bumped into a bunch of them while I was there. No, I didn't buy anything while I was there. We just wanted to go there just because it's a famous town, you know? So they had this nice Christmas tree at the start of the town. As you can see, everything was very overcast, and this was on the 5th day that we were there. And so we decided to actually just stay there for a few minutes. And I mean, not for long. Like, we decided to just stay there for like an hour or so and then go back the next day. But I did find a chow chow while I was there. So look how cute this little chow chow is. So, who's your good boy? You know, even though I didn't get to see a St. Bernard while I was there, seeing a chow chow was better than nothing. And I was so happy I got to see this little chow chow. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh, you know Courchevel? Wow, Mika is familiar with all of this. Also known as the Resort of Excess. Of course, it's where all of the expensive-ass resorts are. There are some resorts that you can't even book unless you have like a membership. And some of these memberships are like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So unless you have like $100,000 just sitting somewhere that you could pay up for like a hotel membership that you also have to pay per night on top of that membership, then yeah, good luck trying to stay in this town. Oh, you just looked it up? Okay. So yes, it was really pretty though. Like the buildings were all this nice wooden brown, like this oaky brown color. So it really felt like you were in like Alps. Had that Alps vibe, you know, like Heidi. Yeah. Well, not the Swiss Alps specifically, but like, you know, Alps. Village, snow, mountain skiing. Yeah. Goats, cheese, fondue, raclette, and horsies, which there were. Beautiful, beautiful storefronts. This is the Chanel store that we were kind of hanging around where my friend bought her bag. Oh wait, did I take videos? Yes, I did. Heidi, you haven't heard of that name in a long time. Well, Heidi is set in the Swiss Alps, right? No, German, Swiss Alps, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere in the Alps, Heidi is set in. That's why I'm thinking about that. Oh, here's a video that shows you how bad the visibility was on the 5th day. Because like seriously, you could not see. Try skiing down like with visibility like this. It's terrifying, guys. I thought I was going to die. This is the scariest day, honestly. And in Courchevel, they're known for having their cable cars branded with the luxury brands. So every year they change it. This year was Moncler. Last year, I think it was Gucci. I think last year the gondolas were Gucci branded. But every year they change it up, like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. This year was Moncler. So you just see a bunch of like Moncler branded ones. Little cable car cars just going up and down. I know, it would be so fancy. Yeah, so bougie, I know. Some more view from the Moncler cable cars. This is the Courchevel kind of like ski slope area, like the gondola docking area. And then, so you can see that we were down here by the clouds, which is why the visibility was so bad. This area here is where it was like snowing. But as soon as you get up above the clouds, the visibility is immediately clear. So essentially, we went higher than the clouds. So everything changed. And we were so high up. I think we were at this point, we were at like 3,000 meters. I think this is like one of the highest points that you can go to. Yeah. And yeah, here's a cool video of us being high above the clouds. How do clouds taste? They taste just like water. Yeah, I wish it was. It tastes like Evian. I was telling my friends while I was there, the air was so clear. I felt like I was just breathing in Evian water the entire time. And if you think about it, it basically is Evian water because Evian comes from the Alps. It's Alp water. So the clouds just taste like Evian water. That's what it is. Very hydrated. That's why my skin was so perfectly glowy while I was there. It didn't dry out at all. It's because I was being moisturized by premium Evian water. Special Alp mountain water. The expensive $10 per bottle kind. Oh my god! I should have bottled up a bunch of snow from the Alps. I should have just got some snow from the Alps, melted it down, put it in a bottle, brought it home, and be like, fresh Alp water, $20. Except my cuticles. Okay, my cuticles were not hydrated because they were inside my gloves, my ski gloves, so they didn't get to kiss the Evian air or like smell it. I don't know if my hands can actually smell the air. I don't think my hands have nostrils, but my hand was not able to touch the air for long. Yes, because it was too cold. I didn't want my fingies to get cold, so I had to keep them inside the little gloves. Yeah. You can't carry that much snow in a bottle on a plane. Nah. Well, how are they supposed to know? Because that snow is gonna be melted down. How are they supposed to know? Oh, that's true. You can't. Because I'd have to throw it out. Damn it! Check it in. And that's why you put it in your check-in bag. You check it in. Because yeah, you can't bring more than 100 mLs on carry-on, but you can check it in. Yeah. Customs would not find it. You could just be like, oh, I just bought Evian water, yeah. They hate bottle. Exception of ice. They wouldn't know. Authentic Swiss Gamer Owl water. Yeah. You wanna taste this fresh snow that Athi just stepped on with her skis? Here we go. Or oh my gosh. Or you could literally just get the snow, like melt it in your hands, put it in a cup or put it in a bottle, and then sell it and be like, this water touched a girl's hands. Sweaty Gamer hand water. Sweaty Gamer hand infused water. Sweaty Gamer hands infused water. Huh, yeah, okay. Anyways, did I show you this video already of the clouds? Okay, more videos of the slopes above the clouds. Enjoy. So many videos. Oh, this was an airport, actually, an airfield, which I thought was really cool. Yes, this little airport right here. Well, probably not sweaty. No, but you know, some people's hands are always sweaty, so that's why they can warm up the ice really fast. Yeah, this is an airfield right here. It's really small. I don't think it's active at this time of year. I didn't actually see any planes going through it. Here's a really... Ooh, this one's a really nice picture. I don't know who took this one. Did I take this one? This could be like a photograph on a wall. It's actually really cool. I like this one. With the sun in the sky. Oh no, it's only for small planes. It's not for like commercial planes or anything like that. It's only really for small private planes. This is what this slope looks like. People going down. Oh, and my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of the entire ski experience were these little like poles that would carry you up the slopes. And you put them in between your legs because it has a little stopper. And essentially you just ride these little poles up up to the top of the slopes, usually for like shorter slopes. So you don't have to like wait for gondolas and ski lifts and stuff like that. And I loved it. It was so fun. Do you see these? You see the people in front of me kind of just being like dragged up by these poles? Well, I'm also being dragged up by one. So my friend was behind me and she was trying to like take a video of me and she told me to like turn around to like say hi to the camera. But as she was videoing me with one hand, she accidentally fell off these little pulley things and she like wiped out. She started screaming my name and I turned around and she was like on the ground, but I couldn't let go because I was on an incline and I didn't know how to let go and turn around and help her. So I kind of stayed on for a few more minutes and I was just hoping she was okay. But then she actually had the video of her wiping out. It's so funny because it was still recording. So all you see is like the video of her holding the phone up, videoing me, her calling out my name, and then all of a sudden falling over and her phone's like in the snow and you can hear her going like, oof. But she's fine. It was so funny. We kept laughing while we were watching the video because it was just so funny to see her fall over. Yeah. And then there were horses! In Courchevel, you could ride the horses. Very romantic. Another picture of the main square in Courchevel. You can see the Louis Vuitton store over there. It's so pretty. They have a little like igloo area. This is the Rolex store. This is the Dior store with these really nice, fancy fake ice sculptures. They're not real ice sculptures. They're fake plastic ice sculptures. Why is it cut off? Why is my window capture cut off? This is so weird. It doesn't capture the whole thing. Oh my god. It's been cropped this entire time. I'm crying. Oopsie, that's my bad. Here is the igloo. That's really cute. And then our last day hot chocolate, guys. This was at a artisanal chocolate store. And they gave us extra pieces of chocolates. The name of the chocolate store is called Piste Noire, which basically just means black slopes or black piste. And you could actually add more chocolate into the hot chocolate if you wanted it to taste richer, or you could just eat it on its own. It's really nice. Yeah, delicious. This was my mug of hot cocoa. It's a little bit of shaved chocolate on top. It's so good. Really, really hit the spot. So glad it was our last hot chocolate. It was the perfect way to end our trip. Here is another video of me skiing. And really admire. I think this is one of my favorite videos because just look how clear the sky is and the clouds right below. Looks so fluffy. Like cotton candy. Oh, and this is so funny. I almost so as I was videoing this, in the next few seconds, you're gonna see, I almost skied off the slope. And you can't really hear it because I don't have the video sound on, but wait, maybe I can actually get the audio sound on. Hold on a second. You can kind of hear me going like, woo! Towards the end because I almost fall off the edge. Did you see that? Like I'm skiing down and I'm trying to like control. I'm kind of going side to side because that's how you control your speed. You just like keep going side to side. But then towards like this area here where the signposts are, I'm trying to stop. But then I can't stop properly. And I'm about to like ski off the edge right here. And you can see I like lift one ski up. Because I almost fall back. Yeah. No. I almost fell off I almost fell off a cliff, okay? Imagine if the end of the video was just cut with you letting him know. Then I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead owl. I'd be flat owl. No. Here's another really pretty picture of the slopes at night from our hotel room balcony. This time facing the other direction, the left side, towards the mountains, not away. I really liked how the magic carpet lit up at night, multicolored, with multicolored lights. Yeah. And here's a cute owl plushie I found at the souvenir store. And this is the one that I actually wanted to get because it was basically me. Look, same eye color, same hair color, everything. And it even included a little scarf that said Valterons on there. But I was like, I have too many owl plushies already. I can't bring her home. I know, I can't. As much as I wanted to bring this owl home, I couldn't. I have no space. No space. Next time. Ah, it was a hard decision. It was such a hard decision leaving her. Oh, they're so cute. You're surprised the owl eyes aren't bigger? No, they're too big already. It's too scary. At that point, it's gonna end up being like those, you know, those like toys that you always see in like the in the pharmacy or like a CVS or Walgreens. What are those toys with like the massive eyes and they're like really creepy but kind of cute? I forgot. Oh, that's how it spells? Yeah, Valthoren. Valtoran. Valtoran. Not Funko Pops. What are those called? Ah, they're the plushies with the big eyes. The TY? Ah. Yeah. Like the modern day Beanie Babies, basically. The, what are they called? Big eye stuffed animals? The TY stuffed animals? Why babies and stuffed animals with big eyes are cute? What are they called? One of our TY product lines. Oh, Beanie Boo. They're not called Beanie Babies. They're called Beanie Boos. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Beanie Boo. Have you ever seen those? Not Beanie Babies, Beanie Boos. These ones. You always see them at the CVS. Right? With their massive eyes. Oh my god, look at the dog one. They're called Beanie Boos. Apparently. Yeah, Beanie Baby. I actually have a Beanie Baby. I actually have a Beanie Baby, and I'll show you when I do my hand cam. I have one singular Beanie Baby that I've kept from when I was 9 years old. And it is still in very good condition. Very proud. I'm glad I kept that Beanie Baby. Actually, oh my god, I'm surprised I didn't bring that Beanie Baby to the ski trip because that Beanie Baby is actually my ski trip Beanie Baby. Because when I used to go on ski trips with my families, like I have multiple families. No, I have one family. When I used to go on ski trips with my family, I used to bring this Beanie Baby with me all the time because it is the snow Beanie Baby. Like the snowy, icy Beanie Baby, and I named him Yuki, obviously because snow. And I remember when I was 14, which was the last time I had actually gone skiing, I brought him with me because we went to a ski trip to Japan and it was really fun. Yeah. Oh, so cute. All right, and then our last night in Val Thorens, we went to a famous restaurant called Chez Pepe Nicolas. Nicolas, I don't know. Chez Pepe Nicolas. And my god, the food was amazing. This was one of the restaurants where the only way you can get to it is if you ski there too. During the day at least. But overnight, you know, they take like dinner reservations and stuff. You can only get there if you drive. So this restaurant's so fancy and they're so amazing that they will actually send a chauffeur to your hotel. As long as your hotel is like within like the valleys, I think there's like two towns that it kind of is in between, Val Thorens and Maribel. As long as you're in one of like those towns, it can pick you up in front of your hotel in a van and bring you to the restaurant. But it can only bring you so far because part of the restaurant is up a ski, like the actual restaurant is up a slope. So you actually have to walk up this very, very icy slope in complete darkness. And all of us almost slipped and fell multiple times. We thought we were going to die before we even got to our dinner. We were all gonna get concussed before we even reached there. But when we reached to the top, it was so cute because they had all of these like cute little wooden animal things. They had like a very cute, like a store, boutique store with all these like local ingredients and decorations and stuff like that. So we bought a lot of stuff there. This is the outside of the restaurant. And then the little store is on the side over here. And here's when we had like our most luxurious and our most decadent meals. Oh, in the store as well, they had owls. And I think that this material is actually made of like lamb or something like that. They used some sort of like natural material for these owls. They had the owl plushies, natural owl plushies there. Looks so cute and I love the ruggedness. I love how they're sleepy as well, little sleepy owls. So more owls to add to the occasion. Wool, I think it's made of, yeah, some sort of wool, but I don't know how they made it look like feathers. It's so cool. They dyed it really interestingly. So this is one of our appetizers. Let's get down to the food. This was a garlic bread with a bone marrow, and you would like scoop the bone marrow and just eat it on top of the garlic bread. Next, there was like this egg Benedict situation. It was almost like a poached egg with a bunch of like ham, cured meats on top of it, and then you could dip your bread in that as well. This was my choice. I got escargot, and so this was the escargot inside like a crunchy shell with some like fried cheese or dehydrated cheese. Now this was our favorite. This was the foie gras. Oh my god. So delicious as well. They gave us like a massive basket of bread. Obviously unlimited bread at this place too. So you would just like eat all of these ingredients or all of these dishes with the bread. And the foie gras was so good too. And then I don't think I have any other pictures of the food there, but we had many more foods. We had fondue. We had a truffle fondue. We had a beef stew. I forgot what's the name of the famous beef stew that they have. Your beef bourguignon or something like beef. I forgot. Beef stew, French name. Beef bourguignon. Is that how you say it? French beef stew. The beef bourguignon. Yeah, I cannot pronounce it for the life of me. Beef bourguignon. No. The beef bourguignon. We had that. We had a shepherd's pie. We had the truffle fondue. What else did we order? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We shared that, and then we had all those appetizers, and then we had this massive dessert plate, which had like a profiterole with a hazelnut filling, some beignets. It had this massive chocolate cookie, and then it had a lemon meringue tart with a bunch of like chantilly just dabbed around the board. The presentation at this restaurant was impeccable. Beautiful. And we were so full at the end of everything. And then, after we finished our meal, in order to get down the slope back to the car that would bring us back to the hotel, back to the van that would bring us back to the hotel, we had to use a fire torch. So our waitress was like, when you're done, meet me outside. I have to hand you a torch and light it on fire because that is the only source of light you will have to get down this mountain. Because I think at that point they had like turned off all of the lamps, or like blown off all of like put off all of the candles in the lamps by the street or by the path. So she handed us a literal like massive stick, poured gasoline on the tip of the torch, and like old school days when we didn't even have no electricity or flashlights or nothing, one person just held the torch and we slid down that icy slope back down to the van. She's like, yeah, your van is gonna be there in 15 minutes, so take your time. It took us the full 15 minutes to get down that slope because one, it was so icy, and two, it was pitch black. Like, it was so dark. I wish I could show you a video, but it shows our faces, unfortunately. So I kid you not, just imagine, at one point I started holding the torch. And because some of us were kind of like far behind, we ended up just using, some of them just ended up using their flashlights on their phones. But it felt so cool to be holding like a flaming torch, walking down these icy slopes of the French Alps at like, you know, 10, 11 in the evening. You feel so like old school. It just feels like you're back in that medieval era when people used to hold torches to get around in the dark. And I kept thinking to myself, damn, this is what people lived like in the past, where they were just holding torches to get around. It's so cool. It feels ancient, I know. A giant flaming torch. So every guest that was there at that restaurant, it's a very small restaurant, by the way. Every guest at that restaurant, every group of guests at that restaurant got a torch and it had to walk all the way back down to the car park. Which was actually quite a walk, by the way. It was not a short distance, no. So it was really cool. It was a really unique experience. It really just, you know, brought everything together. The food, the rustic vibe of the restaurant, the fact that it was so remote, literally on the slopes of the French Alps. And then you having to hold a torch and to light your way back down. All of it was just so cool. Really made me feel like I was living in the old days, as they say. I know, it was like delivering a torch to the Olympics. It's so cool. This place seems like a safety hazard. Ew, oh, definitely. I'm pretty sure people have probably slipped and injured themselves multiple times down that slope. The only problem was just because there wasn't a lot of snow on this slope, and it was like on a very steep incline that a lot of it was just like ice. So unless you had like really good shoes, you couldn't really walk on the ice. So you had to walk on the side. They actually warned us not to walk down the middle of the road because it was all icy. That you'd have to walk on the sides where there was like snow that could actually like give you a little bit of friction. Yeah. All right, and then I think this is pretty much it towards the end now. This is the beanie. This is the thing I was talking to you about. The Beanie Boos, the TY Beanie Boos. They actually have an owl one. See the TY brand? I saw this at the airport in one of the like the relays or something like that, like very basic kiosk stands. And it looks very similar to the other one that I had, except the eyes are even bigger. So who here asked why weren't the eyes bigger? Well, here you go. The eyes are even bigger now. Massive. Literally looks like you put freaking some like belladonna in their eyes and atropine in their eyes and made it like dilate. He's staring into your soul. That's me. But he's cute. Oh, and I just so happened to find one random Naruto plushie in all of the other plushies that were there. Super random. The Shippuden Naruto. The Shippuden Naruto right here. I think. Yes. And then, last but not least, my favorite picture. Oh, no, wait. Just kidding. Found another owl. Another one. But this time a different type of plushie. Now, last but not least. My favorite. The giant Remy. It was massive. I wish I could have bought it. I want a giant Remy. What would I get? I would give anything to just buy a giant Remy plush. with the chef hat and all. Just sit it in the corner of my room, watching me. Or put it in my kitchen. You could just sit there and judge me while I cook. I could be like, Remy, am I cooking this right? Can you teach me how to cook better, please? Oh, you should see. Look at how big it is compared to the other toys there. It is, yeah. It's like probably like 4 feet. Yeah, you're right. It is like the size of a small child or a big toddler. It's like the size of a 4-year-old. Yeah. It's a pretty big one. And it's pretty good quality. It's pretty cute too. It's not like, it doesn't look like a bootlegged one either. It's actually the official Pixar plushie. I wonder how much it was. I didn't actually check the price tag. Ah, should have checked it. Probably like 100-something euros. It's probably something crazy like that. The true chef master. Yeah. I actually have a couple more pictures that I want to show you guys. Give me 1 second. See if I can pull them up. Just some like random straggler pictures that I found. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay, so here's some more pictures that my friends took of the slopes. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this one. This one is what my friend posted on her Instagram. Here, I will zoom in. I can't zoom in. But that is me there on the side, and then these are all of my friends, and then this is like a beautiful picture of us just facing the back with the Alps on the front. It's such a cute picture. This would be like a wallpaper banner or something like that. Isn't it so cute? Oh, and here's a cool picture of me standing. Don't I look super cool? Don't I look like kakuyo? Me with my tie-dye outfit. Yeah. I think it's kakuyo. Look at me. Kakeyo. Kakui. Kakuao. So cool. Right? I could be a model. I could be a ski activewear model. Damn. Nice drip. Thank you. Totally looks like someone who didn't almost get off a cliff. Hey, at least I didn't end up getting injured. My friend did. I feel bad for her. She ended up twisting her knee at the very last day. As she was trying to because we ended up getting separated and then we got lost. And as we were trying to find each other, I think she... On a green slope, mind you. On an easy green slope, I think her ski wasn't on properly. You know when you have too much snow that accumulates under the boot? Or too much ice accumulates under the boot and you can't clasp your ski boot on properly. And even if you do clasp it on, it feels like it's on properly. But then when you start skiing, it's really easy for it to fall off. So that's what happened. It fell off. She ended up twisting her knee. One of her skis fell off, but the other one didn't fall off. So it twisted her knee. And so she ended up having to go to a clinic. But she was fine. She's still able to walk and stuff. She just has to like be on crutches and she was limping. Yeah. So I feel really bad. Her knee's okay now. I think she just bruised it and the doctor told her to just avoid putting a lot of weight on it for like 2 weeks. But nothing was sprained, nothing was torn or bruised, or it was bruised. Nothing was sprained, torn, or broken. Yeah. This is another picture of the slopes. More pictures of mountains. Here's a picture of my friend. This is my college friend. We were all wearing kind of tie-dye ski outfits, and you know, it was funny because we didn't even coordinate or anything. We just also happened to wear rainbow gear. 3 of us all decided to just wear rainbow snow gear while we were there. And it was so cute because we all matched. Here's the fully deuce video that I showed you. Aha! Here's a really cool, another really cool picture that my friend took of me. Action shot of Athy right here. I love this one. This one's the coolest one, I think. It's literally just me in progress of skiing with the slopes and the sun in the background and the ski lifts and everything. Isn't this so cool? Yeah. That is me right there. With my little rainbow sherbet ski outfit. You love those rays coming through? I know, right? This is just the perfect, like I said, like you guys said before, postcard. I should put this on a postcard or something like that, or print it out and put it somewhere because it actually looks really cool. Put it on the wall. Another picture of the slopes. Another picture of the clouds. Another picture of the airfield. Here's a video. It's really cool. People are skiing down. Here's a video of my friend skiing down the slopes as well. So you get the idea. Lots of beautiful pictures of skiing on the slopes. All right, that's it. That's all the pictures that I have. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed the pictures. Let's get to my souvenirs because I'm also kind of getting hungry and I wanna have a midnight snack. And I have some snacks with me right now from France. Yeah. Oh, let's take a little break right now so I can go grab my Beanie Baby and I can show you guys. So let's do a BRB. All right, that was a really quick BRB because all I had to do was grab my Beanie Baby from my room. And let me get the hand cam up. Hello, guys! At the hand cam! Thank you for waiting. And also thank you guys for watching my little photo and video presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed those very nice pictures from France and those videos as well. Yeah. You're very welcome. So now I'm excited to share with you the two things that I got while I was in France. So let's welcome Athy hand time. Also, my nails are still... my ski nails are still here because it hasn't been that long since I got them done. Although my nails are slowly growing out, I still have my cat eye nails. Yeah, I know, they're still going strong. You can see. And I'm wearing my favorite owl pajama Jimmy Jams again. So you guys will be seeing a lot of cute owls today. As you can see, it spans my whole arm. Yeah. I am dripping in some swaggy owls right now. That's right. Some swaggy owl. Athy is worth losing sleep. Please don't lose sleep. I want you to be healthy. Those are cool. The cat eye Hawkeyes are some of your faves. I know, right? This is my first time ever doing a cat eye nail. And my technician was very, very, very talented. She knew what she was doing. Okay, but first, before I get into these, let me show you my Beanie Baby I bought at a Toys R Us. Remember those? I bought this at a Toys R Us when I was 9 years old. My first and only Beanie Baby. Woohoo! I'm so sad because there's no way to prove that this is actually a Beanie Baby, because when I was 9, I was really annoyed by the fact that it had a tag. So you know the Beanie Babies have like little tag, or all toys, they have like usually like a white tag that stick out and it says like the brand and like what the material it's made of, is fire hazard, blah blah blah, don't light on fire. I cut the tag off just because when I was sleeping with it, it would like bother me. So this doesn't have the tag. As you can see, I actually cut off the tag when I was younger. But this is Yuki Kuma. It's probably mad dirty. It probably has a million bacteria and viruses and just like all these different germs growing on it because it's kind of dirty. I don't think I have ever washed this bear. And it has been through like multiple countries because I have lived in multiple countries throughout my childhood, and it has been through multiple transitions with me. But the one thing that does not change is that it is always on display. Like I never pack it up. It's always sitting on the bed, on a dresser. It's always sitting on a shelf somewhere. So it's always out. It's never in storage. Yeah. I know, right? It doesn't look as good as the tag, but at the same time, you can't really validate its authenticity without it. So if you wanted to sell this Beanie Baby, some collectors would be really mad. Yeah. I know, they've been really long for no reason. Aren't they so cute? This hat, I think, comes off. No. Kind of comes off. But, oh, look at his ears. So cute. It looks cuter with the hat on, honestly. I got this bear out of all the other bears because, one, I really liked white bears. And two, it's because I liked the blue, like the snowy theme that it had. I thought it was just so cute with his little scarf. Yeah. So, the cutest Beanie Baby ever. Yuki, my little snowy Beanie Baby. Yeah. It's mine alone for life. And I hope that if I ever do have kids in the future one day, I can hand this down. There are 2 things that I still own from when I was literally like, oh God. Actually doesn't smell too bad from when I was a literal child. So this I've had since I was 9, but I actually own another item that I've had since I was like 1 year old. And it's a baby kimono that my parents bought me when they went to Japan. Or actually, I think I visited Japan when I was a baby. Like they brought me to Japan when I was a baby. And then they bought this like tiny kimono for me. And I still have it. It's like a pink silk kimono. And I hang it on my bedpost as like a decoration. It's like a decorative kimono kind of situation. But my mom, every time she sees it, she's like, why do you have that kimono? You know, you used to wear that when you were a baby. And I'm like, well, it looks pretty. The design is pretty. It matches my bedroom theme. So I'm just hanging it on my bedpost because it looks cool. So I hope to keep that for a very long time. And I was thinking to myself, damn, if I wore this as a baby and I kept this and I had a baby, I could give this to my baby too. It'd be cute. Beanie Baby, not only will I have a Beanie Baby family heirloom, but now I have a baby kimono family heirloom as well. So, really nice to have that. All right, I'll put my Beanie Baby right here. Okay, let's get right into it. First things first, you guys already saw it. I already spoiled it for you, but I saw these Smurf Haribo's. I was like, what? Smurfs? I have never seen Smurf Haribo's, and look. They actually look like the actual Smurfs. I was so excited to open these. I wanted to eat them so bad. Okay, let's take a look at how realistic these Smurf gummies look. I think they have all the Smurfs. They have 4 of them. I don't even know the name of the Smurfs. They have the smart Smurf. They have the girl Smurf. They have the small Smurf and the one with the red hat. I don't even know what the one with the red hat is called. Oh no. Papa Smurf? I think it's that Papa Smurf, the one with the red hat. Does not really look like a Papa Smurf. I can't really... How do you say this in French? Wow. That is a lot of consonants in one... in one word. Les Schtroumpfs. How do you say this? Strumps. 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 The Shrooms. What's the name of Kid Hospital? Pediatrics? Yes, that's right, City 16. The Scrumps! The Scrumps! Okay. Aw. Well, you can kind of make out a Papa Smurf face from it, but it's not that good of quality as I thought it would be. Like, the hat is taking up too much, but you can kind of see the nose, the eyes, and the beard, and the body. So we have a Papa Smurf. We have a Smurf holding a present. I don't even know which one that is. But you can kind of see in his face, and he's like holding a little gift. That's nice. We have the Lady Smurf. Oh, the Lady Smurf actually is not bad. Actually came out pretty good. Like you can really see the details from Lady Smurf. Yeah. I like this one. This one's pretty good. And then the other Smurf is the one with the book. Bookworm Smurf. Ah, here we go. Bookie Smurf. Smart Smurf. Or Les Scrumps. Okay, I'm gonna eat one of each of the Scrumps. Oh, bye, Guy. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you very much so much for staying for this long. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Good night. Alright. Eat the Scrumps. We're gonna eat the Bookie Shrimp first. Ready? 3, 2, That would have been a good time to say Gesundheit. I should have sneezed. I should have been like, let's go. Well, I guess I kind of said it while I sneezed. The Scrumps. Mmm. It's so good. I love the Smurfs. It says, découvrez la famille des Strumps. That's how you say it. The C is like a second S. Les Strumps. I'm doing my happy gummy dance because I haven't had a gummy in a long time. So good. So good. Oh, the S is silence? Okay. Le Strump. 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 Le Strump. Le Smurf. Well, why are they called Strump? In French. Why can't they just call them Smurf? Like, are the Smurfs originally called Strump? In their wherever they come from? Like where are the Smurfs originated from? Like what country? Oh, they're Belgian. Okay. So I guess they are originally Le Strump or De Smurfen in Dutch. And I guess it's easier for people in who speak English to say Smurf from the Dutch version, De Smurfen, than saying Le Strump. It's Belgian. So Le Strump. How do you say this? Teach me. Okay. This video is gonna teach me how to say it properly.
Strumpf.
Strumpf. Strumpf.
Strumpf.
Strumpf. Strumpf. You can't say it.
Strumpf.
Strumpfs. Oh god. Strumpf.
Strumpf.
Strumpf. Ah! I did it! Le Strumpf. Hey! Le Strumpf! Le Strumpf. 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 Last one. Lady Strumpf. Oh. Yay! Strumpfs are good. I'm gonna call them Strumpf from now on. Pour le grand et le petit. For the bigs and the smalls. Sans colorant artificiel. Let me try to read French here. Wait, I've never learned French in my life, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay. Bonbon à savoir. Vous n'y verrez que du bleu. Ces bonbons sont naturellement colorés par des extraits de fruits et des plantes. La spiruline permet notamment de donner la couleur bleue à nos bonbons. À nos bonbons. No bonbons. No S. I don't even know. À nos bonbons. Yeah! Oh wait! Lady Smurf in French is Smurfette. That's why they say Smurfette. I love it. Well, in English it's Smurfette, so it would be Schrumpfette. These candies are colored naturally and by fruits and plants to give it its blue color. Yeah, like spirulina. Spirulina. Yay! I can be French now. Also, the expiration date is somehow very sussily erased. So I have no idea when this expires. But I'm assuming it says 2025. So did I just... Oh, it says 12. I think it says 12, 2025. Okay. Okay, so I'm safe. End of this year. Those are really good. And really dangerous because I'm gonna eat up the whole thing. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. Ah. So Gargamel was right. Smurfs are delicious. They are. I'm Gargamel. I'm Gargamowl. I'm Athy the Gargamowl. Okay. The next thing and the last thing I want to show you is this cute box of sablé cookies that I got because it has an owl! Yeah! Look at the cute owl boy! And it has cute designs on every part of the box, okay? Has a cute owl boy in the front. Has a beautiful picture of the slopes with a squirrel and a sleigh and the Alps and little houses. A cute little hot chocolate with a polar bear and a candy cane. And another cute picture of the slopes of the Alps with a fox and a squirrel again and a snowman. And the top of the box is really pretty too. And inside it has sablé cookies. And the cutest thing about this too is that I think I knew it was going to be worth it because this box is reusable. So I could stick snacks in here. And the best part is that this little door opens up to dispense all the snacks that you may need. So I'm going to open this up. Oh man, they just had to use a sticker that was not really hard to get off, didn't they? Okay. Actually, it's not that bad. It was just the initial sticky sticker part. Just give me 1 second. No! I hate it when it's a bad quality sticker and it stays. No! No! Okay, I give up. I'm just gonna use that. There we go. Now I can open the top. Okay. Oh! Perfect. So the top opens up really easily. You have your sablé cookies. Oh my god, there's like multiple! They're all like individually packed. There's 2 cookies in 1 pack. That's so cute. Okay, I like that. Okay, close this again. Where is it? Like this, right? Like this. Okay, so I'm gonna open the little compartment. I'm gonna try the souffle cookies. I'm gonna eat 1 cookie. I'll let you know and we'll have a little taste test. Let's read what flavor they are. It says Sablé au beurre des Alps. So with Alp butter from the Alps. À la myrtille. Myrtle. Myrtle? Maybe that's an herb. Fabriqué dans les Alpes. So made in the Alps. What is myrtle? Is that like an herb? Myrtle? Spice? Oh, myrtle is a spice made of dried and ground berries from the myrtle plant. It has a spicy, bitter, and citrusy flavor. Okay, because the thing is, in the Alps, they have a lot of like these herbs that are very unique, like Edelweiss. Edelweiss is an herb of the Alps. That's why you know or are familiar with the song Edelweiss, Edelweiss. I guess myrtle is one of them. I bought salt in one of those little boutique stores, not boutique stores, but the little like local farmer stores. And it says like sel de something botaniques of the Alps or something like that. And so it's like infused with a bunch of these herbs I've never heard of, like Edelweiss and some other things. So it's pretty cool. Oh, Myrtille's is blueberries? It is blueberries? I'm amazed. I thought that there was another name for blueberries. Wait. Myrtille. Oh my god, you're right. It's a blueberry. I learned something new today. Oh, good night, Broom. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night and sleep dreams. Good night, thee. Sleep tight, thee. Don't let the bed bugs bite thee. Night, night. There's a song to the same tune as was by ABBA, and it was Edelweiss. It was called Edelweiss. Oh, is that like a parody song? All right, I have my tea here. I have like a ginger lemon tea, and then I have my cookies. So we're gonna dig in. Itadakimasu. Mmm. Yum. Butter cookies. And a little hint of blueberry. I guess that's why the box is blue. Because it shows you just like that the flavor is blueberry. But I just love the little owl on the front. It's so cute. So good. Okay. So as I'm nomming on these cookies, let's chat about what I want to do for this week. Because this week, I'm actually not that busy. in terms of work. I actually only am working one day this week, which is my PALS recertification class, which is what I posted on Twitter. So I have to, every 2 years, you have to get your BLS, your basic life support license renewed, which is basically like a first aid license for healthcare providers. But since I work in pediatrics, we also have to do PALS, which is the Pediatric Advanced Life Support kind of like certification. And it's a whole day recertification where they teach you like critical care on resuscitation for pediatrics. So intubations, all of the other life-saving medications, not just like the basic stuff, but like the more specific things. Like EKG rhythms, like you have to understand, and you need to know how to read certain EKG rhythms in pediatrics, the dosings, calculations, medications, like there's a pharmacology portion. And then you like run through different situations. Yeah. Any more news about the collab you were talking about last stream? Yes, we're still in the process of figuring out a day that we can host it. So I'm hoping, even though I said I wasn't as busy this week, I am actually busy because I'm busy with IRL commitments, as in like friend commitments, because I have so many plans with friends this week. I'm watching a show with a friend on Wednesday, and then it's Mama Athy's birthday this weekend, so we're having lunch then. And then I'm also hanging out with my work friends on Saturday because we're gonna go do mini golf and have dinner. And then I have my PALS class, and then I'm also planning to stream again. So the only day that I'm actually technically free this week is tomorrow. But I also might stream after my social events. So I'm being a very social owl these next 2 weeks, because I'm hanging out with friends, family, going out for shows, going out for dinners. It's just a lot of catch-ups. So hopefully I'll find some time, not next week, but the week after, because next week I'll be really packed because I'll be working, catching up from the work that I missed this week. So I'm working like 3 on, 1 off, and then 3 on again. So essentially I'm working every single day next week. And then this week, I don't think we have enough time to prepare for a collab stream tomorrow. But then after that, I wouldn't be free because all of my evenings this week are all occupied. I have a social event to go to every single night this week. So it's gonna be pretty busy. Yeah. Am I gonna see more later this month? No, I can't. I unfortunately do not live on that coast of the US, and it would be just too much for me to go see, to take time off to go see. And I don't think I'm actually free on that day. We have our schedule posted all the way up until April. So I'm not able to. I'm also really mad. I wanted to go to Japan so bad so I could see Suisei sing at the Budokan, but my friends all went. And they posted on their Instagrams that I'm crying because it looked just so good. They got all the Suisei merch and everything like that. Ayushi. I wish I could have gone to see her at Budokan. I would have done anything. Next time. Yeah. But I definitely am planning a lot of collabs. I want to do that collab with Leg and Ink. I also want to do a collab with Didi. I want to collab with Fuku again. And a collab with Fuyu. All of my friends. I really miss hanging out with them. I haven't spoken to them in a really long time. Just because I'm like focusing so much on building relationships with my friends, my coworkers, and my friends here from home. And I think it's a good thing because I've missed out so much like the past few years because of COVID and stuff, and because of my work, that I think it's really good for me to start building up like being able to engage in like social situations and conversations with people who are outside of the healthcare field, but also my coworkers, and really get to know them on a personal level. Just because the place that I work in is it's amazing because everyone is so nice and so friendly. Such a friendly place to work. So a lot of them actually want to be friends with you and want to hang out with you outside of work. So we always set up some social events for the night shift workers, the night shift nurses, to hang out and do. Like last month we went painting. We did a paint and sip. So this month we are going to do mini golf and have dinner before that. So it's really exciting to be able to do all these fun social events with my friends. Yeah. And yeah, just touching grass and being a normal adult and making memories with people that, you know, will be part of your life for a very, very long time. There's so many things that I still want to do as well. Like, there are a couple of things on my bucket list. For example, I want to start taking dance classes, go out and find another hobby to do, like an active hobby to do. Because right now I'm just like doing my Pilates and my yoga and my gym and stuff. But I actually want to do something like martial arts again. Maybe learn a new martial arts because I haven't been really doing Kung Fu in a really long time. So I did take up like gymnastics, but it's just so far, so I can't really do it all the time. I can only do it like once maybe like every few weeks. But there are some dance classes that I'm really interested in, and I really want to pick that up, see how that goes. Maybe some K-pop dance classes. So really just exploring different activities. I think this year is gonna be my goal, is to see if I can find like a new passion or a new fun activity to try and learn. Yeah. And that's my goal. Also, I have I'm planning on, I haven't been able to, but I don't know if I told you guys. I think I might have mentioned it in a previous stream, but during New Year's, the mother of one of my old patients from the cancer center I used to work in told me that that my patient passed away. Like, he passed away last year in October. So I want to go and visit his grave at some point. I told Mom I'm gonna go visit him. So I have to find a time to go. It's quite far too, so I have to go drive over there, pay my respects. I didn't know. The mom was like, I was gonna tell you, but it was so random because it was New Year's, because I was working, right, New Year's Eve. And I started receiving like all these texts from friends and family, like Happy New Year's, right at midnight. And then all of a sudden I receive a text from this mom from one of my old patients, and she had not texted me in over a year because I quit my job at the cancer center over a year ago, right? December 2023 I quit. And the reason why I had the mom's number on my phone is because it was just easier to correspond to parents through my phone, because I kid you not, guys, I was the only nurse working there, okay? So to set up appointments and things like that, it was just so much easier to have them on my cell phone, so I could just deal with it even after I was out of the office, set up appointments, they could call me for anything and that sort of stuff even after hours. So I had a bunch of parents' phone numbers on my phone, just so that I could set up appointments and call them if they were on their way and that sort of stuff, and I didn't have to use like the main landline and stuff like that. So she texted me, and she just texted me like Happy New Year. And I messaged back and I was like, oh, Happy New Year, like how are you and your son, who was like my patient at the time, like I really miss you guys. And then she was like, he passed away in October. And I was like, oh God. And this was all while I was like in the middle of celebrating like such a happy, joyous occasion. It's New Year. We were like blowing our party poppers, our party blowers. We were cheersing. We were like texting friends and family. And then that moment, I just like, my heart like sunk. I was so sad because I didn't even know. And he was one of my favorite patients. He was 20. He was about, I think he was 21 when he passed. Yeah. Because he was 20 when I took care of him, so he must have turned 21. Or almost turned 21, I think. I think he passed right before his 21st birthday. But I just remember because he used to come to clinic so often. Like, he would have to come at least every week to get his dressing changed for his PICC line. And I remember at one point his PICC line got like clogged and we were like all freaking out, and then we realized that like his PICC line was just like really badly infected, and because he was so immunocompromised, he ended up being hospitalized because of his infected PICC line, and he had to be there for like a few weeks just to get antibiotics. But I remember every time he was getting his chemo and stuff, his mom would always bring him food. And I think they were like Puerto Rican, so his mom would always bring him this dish that I learned. It was called mofongo, and it looked so good. It was like these mashed plantains and like this meat and just sauces. And one of our medical assistants was from Puerto Rico as well, so she came in. She was like, "Oh my God, is that mofongo? That's so good." And I was like, "What's mofongo?" She's like, "Smashed plantains, and it's so good." And when I went to Puerto Rico, I actually got to try mofongo. It was so good. So that's what I remember really, really vividly, is that mom would always bring really nice Puerto Rican food, and he would be eating like a champ. Even though he was so skinny and so emaciated, he would finish the whole thing. And he was wheelchair bound too. Like, he had been born like having to sit in a wheelchair his whole life. So he was a very, very, very sick kid growing up. So I remember, and then I remember during like the Christmas party, he was there and his two sisters were there. And his two sisters were like younger, and they were kind of like in the corner, just sitting, not doing anything. And I didn't even know he had siblings. So we forgot to like actually give them presents. So I felt really bad. And I quickly ran to the closet in the back to like find some presents for them last minute, because we had given presents to all of our other patients and their siblings, but we didn't know that this patient had sisters. They were technically half sisters, but still sisters. And they'd showed up to the party with nothing, and we couldn't give them anything. So I ran to the back and I'm like, "Oh my God, what do teenagers like? What do teenagers like?" I found like some board games. I was like, coloring books, like makeup kits. I don't know what they like lip gloss. So I just scrambled and I put a bunch of things together, and they were still really happy. Yeah. And so that was a really happy memory. Remember, he was at that Christmas party. He was wearing a little Santa hat. So I'm gonna go pay my respects to him at some point, hopefully this month or next month if I'm not too busy. Yeah, but I really wanted to like show mom some support or give her some money or something like this. I didn't know, and if I did, I would have shown up to the funeral. But yeah, I wonder how my other patients are doing. That's the only problem of being too close to your patients, is that it just like tends to affect you a lot. But at the same time, it's something that you can't avoid in this line of work, you know? You kind of just have to let those feelings pass, but always remember their memories in your heart, and then continue to just tell their stories and use that as an opportunity to like, you know, spread awareness and encourage kindness in other people. Because that's the only way that you can really do it. It's just like, you know, if there are sad moments in your life that are unavoidable, all you can do is try to make something positive out of it. So I always try to think of something positive afterwards. So that's something I'm gonna do this month. I also have to book my next trip somewhere. And I'm thinking of booking a trip to London in May, because my next vacation is in May. So maybe you'll see Athy in London in May. Never know. I'm gonna go to London. The prices of the tickets are not bad. So I'm gonna be British Owl then. Other than that, I have no other plans. Yeah. The work was not too crazy. I was so lucky that they gave me a super easy patient in the ICU. I was like low-key mad because I went back to work. They're like, "Okay, you're gonna be in the ICU," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You're sticking me in the ICU on my first shift back?" Well, I was like, "It's fine. I'm used to it." And they gave me like the easiest patient ever. So I did not have a problem at all. I was chilling. Because it felt so weird to come back to work after so long. It just didn't feel real. You know, when you step foot into like the unit and you're like, "Where am I? What am I doing here? And what is this? Like, what is that? What is this computer? Where are the rooms? What are patients? What is a nurse? What is being a nurse? What is a doctor?" Everything just felt so foreign to me. And it was just slowly coming back. But that feeling of everything slowly coming back was so overstimulating Because you were away for so long that your body is adjusted to the quiet, to the peace, to the restfulness. Then all of a sudden you're stepping foot in a hectic unit where things are going off, people are screaming, people are stressed. The energy is just so different. And then you have to like all of a sudden adjust mentally. The first day, I was like doubting myself. I was like, do I remember how to talk to patients? That was my biggest thing. I was like, do I still remember how to talk to patients? Do I remember how to talk to kids? It was fine. My kid was just on an albuterol. I didn't have to worry about anything, but it just didn't feel real to me that I had to come back to work. So sad. What are my passwords? I know. It's like I checked my email, my work email, and I had like 500 emails that I had to sift through. You know, confirmations for the certification class that I was taking. They were like, make sure you confirm this class and you make sure you reply to this email to confirm you come to this class. And this is the address and time, blah, blah, blah. So it's a good thing I caught up with that. I'm also taking a charge nurse class and a preceptor nurse class in this coming week. So it's just a lot of classes, which is why my schedule is kind of weird this week. But I kind of liked it. I kind of like it this way because it's like I have a week off, essentially. So a lot of streams coming your way. Hopefully tonight, if I'm not too tired, I will stream some BioShock because I really want to get to playing BioShock. Also, I purchased a new capture card, guys. Finally. Because my old one, I'm pretty sure, I don't think it was bricked. I don't think I killed it. I think it's still working. I think my issue is that the cables were not working properly. And because my Elgato capture card would power on, it would do like 2 white flashes and then a red flash, which meant that it would lose its signal. And no matter how many cables I used I changed and replaced, it still would not connect to my computer, even though I like connected it directly to the hub. So I just bought a newer Elgato because it is on sale right now. So I bought the newest one, the 60X. And apparently that one doesn't even need a driver and is like compatible with Mac as well. So I'm hoping that with the cable they give me, the 60X will run a little better. Will hopefully run a little better on my new computer. And don't worry about my old capture card. I literally sold it today. I posted a listing on Facebook Marketplace, and literally within like 2 hours, somebody messaged me and was like, yo, I want to buy this capture card off you. And I was like, great, just come meet me at my front door. And then like an hour later, he's at my front door and gives me cash. And I'm like, thank you. So I sold my capture card all within a day of like deciding to sell it. And now I have a new one coming tomorrow. Yeah, the 60X. Okay, I'm really excited to use it. Finally, we can continue our Trauma Center series. And if I'm feeling a little bored of the Trauma Center series, I really want to play my other Wii games because I have so many Wii games that have been untouched and they just look so fun and goofy. Like the Guardians of Ga'Hoole game. Oh my god, I'm so excited to try that Guardians of Ga'Hoole game. We gotta play the owl games, guys. Yeah. Just like your instant noodles. What do you mean? Just like your instant noodles. Nice and fast? Probably. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to take this last bite of my cookie. Have you heard of Me-Side? No, what is that? Is that another capture card company? I don't know how much of the stream is left, but I'll be going to bed now. Good night, Rogue! I am ending stream right now. I was just letting you guys know my future plans of the week. Of this coming week. I'm so sorry the stream went for so long, but this is actually not as long as my typical stream, guys. Only stream for 2.5 hours. Whatever happened to our 5-hour vacation streams? Do you remember my Puerto Rico one? That ended up being like 4 hours long. Oh man, the good old days. No, but I'm gonna try and be good. Stream a little earlier, stream a little shorter. but stream a little more consistently, you know? Let's mod Afi into the message. What is it? Oh, it's a game? Me side? Like we me's? Oh. Let's imagine that you have a game in which you care for a character, but could you imagine one day getting into that game yourself? Oh. Is it a VR game? All right. If you guys really want me to play it, then I'll try. All right, I'm gonna try it. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know about that, guys. It looks like there's a demo that you can play. Or it's actually on sale at the moment, so I'm gonna add that to my cart. Thank you. Added to my cart. Forgot you were basically overseas right as it went viral. It went viral! Oh my gosh, did I miss all the playthroughs of it? Dang. Well, now it's my turn to play. All right. Should we try that tomorrow, or do you want me to play BioShock? Maybe we'll try some me side this week. I think it would be fun to try a different game for once, because I haven't played something different in a really long time. Let's shake things up a little. Yeah. Oh, Kian did a playthrough too? Nice! Yeah, I really have been like away from the internet while I was in France. The only thing that I really caught up in current events was the inauguration, because that happened while we were there. But it was so funny because the inauguration was being televised on the French channel, and everything was being dubbed over in French. So we didn't really understand what was going on the entire time because it was all in French. But it was fun. It was interesting to see. Anyways, I digress. Let us all go to sleep now. It's time for the owls to rest. Let me end stream, and let me just say thank you again for all being here and being lovely pill owls as always. Thank you for supporting me throughout everything, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Have a good night, thee. Sleep tight, thee. And don't let the bed bugs bite thee. Night night. Why is my ending screen always so hard to find? I feel like my endings are always like, I do a perfect ending, and then I'm scrolling down, and then I'm like, where do I click now? And this is why I have a Stream Deck. I spend $100 on the Stream Deck, and I can't even program the Stream Deck to go to my end screen. Okay, anyways. Wherever you are in this lovely, lovely world, have a good night. Sleep tightly. Don't let a bed bug bite. Good night!